Hi, my name is Riley Allen. This is my review of the 2013 film The Smurfs 2. So, Gargamel, who has been trapped in our world, has become basically a famous illusionist, using the rest of the Smurf essence. Meanwhile, the Winslows have become a family, raising Blue. Mr. Winslow's stepfather comes in, Victor. I forget Mr. Winslow's name. Oh well. Anyway, he comes in and he and Mr. Winslow do not have a very good relationship. One of the things that Mr. Winslow does not like was the fact that Victor got rid of Mr. Winslow's pet bird So the Smurfs, so it's Smurfette's birthday, which is a very troubling time for her because she wasn't delivered by the stork. She was created by Gargamel, so her birthday is the day of her creation. And the awful things she did when she was originally Gargamel's creation, before Papa Smurf gave Smurfette the chance. So she falsely believes that all the others have forgotten her birthday because they're trying to plan a surprise birthday party. They're trying to surprise her and everything. So she runs off and she finds another Smurf, a naughty, which is what Gargamel calls his two newest creations, Vexy and Hackus. They're there. She's there. Vexy is there to get Smurfette. So as Smurfette knows the formula to make Smurfs, which would make Hackus and Vexy Smurfs, which Gargamel could use to make more naughties, make naughties into Smurfs, and basically, make his own industry. So, Papa Smurf makes crystals to transport them to the world, and he selects the dream team: Brainy, Hefty, and Gutsy. They didn't account for Clumsy, though, because Clumsy'd it up, and now it's Clumsy, and now it's Papa, Clumsy, Grouchy, and Vanity against the world. Vanity, I do love that they substituted Brainy and, well, I kind of wish they'd added 2 more Smurfs. Since they were substituting Brainy and Gutsy, they could have added maybe 2 more. I guess, it kind of balances out with Hackus and Vexy. But I feel like we could have allowed one of the other established Smurfs to have their time to shine, like they did Vanity. I don't know who they'd have chosen, though. Like Handy Smurf, Farmer Smurf, that'd have been... I swear to God, that would be funny. Just... Honestly, Handy Smurf should be part of the Dream Team. Wouldn't you want a handyman? Although, where does his expertise lie, So, they go to the Winslows, and obviously, they're willing to help their Smurfy bros out. And Victor, who was just trying to kill him, gets the rundown that their friends is like, hey, I'm down, let's do it. So, they go there, and the naughties have decided to turn Smurfette into one of them by showing that, that she can be naughty too. And in the process, she ends up bonding with them and they her. The first attempt to rescue Smurfette does not go as planned, as Victor gets turned into a duck. And the second one doesn't go as planned either, as due to Victor being a duck, he kind of ruins the plan for Mr. Winslow to go as room service. And the Smurfs end up getting knocked out the window. On advice from Azrael, of all people, Gargamel decided to treat Smurfette with kindness, air quote kindness, which kinda worked. Victor and Mr. Winslow have a good conversation where he basically lays down that, hey, I'm not your dad, but I'm your stepdad, but I was the dad that stepped up, man. Your bio dad was a piece of shit. He also reveals to Mr. Winslow that Victor wasn't allergic to birds. It was Mr. Winslow. I kind of feel like this should have been information revealed to Mr. Winslow a long time ago, but whatever. Plot needed to happen. Okay. And then in a conversation with Mr. Winslow and Papa, because Papa Smurf witnessed Smurfette kind of being not quite evil, but doing some bad things. And Mr. Winslow proceeded to throw all of Victor's words that Victor said to Mr. Winslow at Papa, which was basically the realization that Mr. Winslow needed to see Victor as for what he was, his father. So they all go to rescue Smurfette. Unfortunately, Smurfette gives him the potion because Hackus and Vexy can only survive off of Smurf essence. And he's withholding it until Smurfette gives it to him, which he does. The potion works, and Hackus and Vexy are Smurfs, and all three of them are thrown into a cage because Gargamel fucking sucks, okay? Yeah, he sucks. They rescue him, though, with the help of Clumsy, Vanity, and Grouchy, who had a side plot in the entire movie where he was like, I'm going to be positive Smurf now. And then he gets electrocuted and nearly kills it like, that positive bullshit sucks. I'm Grouchy. Which is funny as hell. I'm glad they gave him an identity crisis because it was funny. So we have the reconciliation between Victor and Mr. Winslow, which was nice. The Smurfs plus Vixie and Gargamel is defeated by Smurfette, which is very fitting, who blasts him away with her own little magic wand, which was gifted by Gargamel to her, which is even more fitting. And then she proceeds to magic up more crystals so Vexy and Hackus can return. They all go to the village, and of course, all the Smurfs throw on Vexy like, ooh, new girl. Maybe they'll have better luck with this one, because Smurfette is firmly brother zoning every single one of them, which is absolutely, kind of is weird, because she's out here seeing all these people as her brothers, and they're just like, female? Pretty? They're not sure about Hackus, though, until, Brainy starts being brainy, and they're like, just punt him. So he punts him, and they're like, yeah, you're one of us. It ends with Gargamel and Azrael returning to their castle and getting into a fight. I stand by what I said about the first movie. Azrael and Gargamel are the best part. Their relationship is so funny. I know that this movie didn't do good, and I don't know why. It maybe wasn't the best written movie. There were some flaws, but overall, I think it was a great movie. I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10. Thanks for watching the video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you in the next video.